at dropping it. We want to take out any deadwood. I don't see any deadwood per se in here except a little stub right here, and we want to take out anything that's crossing through the plant like this. We want to open up the center. So I'm going to go in here and remove this. Maybe I should go ahead with my safety things. Glasses aren't considered something you need, but these are.
Yeah.
Well,
It is.
Only $15.99. That's not that bad.
$15.99?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not that bad.
That's not bad at all for a pair of.
Nice
Yeah.
leather.
Those are nice gloves.
And boy, are they valuable.
Nice gloves. Anyhow, we want to try to get the things from going across. We want to
By
open it
crossing
up.
through the middle, you mean anything that's coming through the center from left to
Right.
right or anything like that?
Anything that's going through the center of the plant,
Okay,
because you want the air to circulate,
okay.
and you want it so it can grow new canes up through the center too, if they so desire.
Okay. Thank you.
It doesn't make any difference if you cut it square across, whatever. But if you cut it this way, any sap that comes out of this is going to run down the backside of it, not down across the butt. That's the theory. And we're just going to kind of shape the bush now. This thing is twiggy, and it will never grow anything bigger than that right there. The best time is right about now. I would start about the 15th of December and go through mid-February. You can prune them later than that, but then you're going to get into, they're going to start budding out and growing.
Right, it won't be as vigorous later.
This year they may be growing before that. Oh, I'm having trouble. I've just got to go with a gut feeling as to how to cut this thing. All this stuff I'm cutting off is not going to produce any bloom. That's not going to produce any bloom.
How do you know?
Huh?
How do you know?
Because the cane that would come off of here is not going to be any bigger than that.
Oh, okay.
And it's probably just going to be a little short.
Okay.
Yes. Roses will come back as long as you don't cut below this right here.
Oh.
I
Grab.
could cut this thing off right there and right there, and it will come roses like they're water. But they will survive drought conditions, but then they're going to require some water to bring them back.
So this
Anything
will,
organic.
yeah, this will help to keep the moisture in and also
keep the
amend
wood
your
cool.
soil and
About-
break down the clay.
Right, about mulching in your letter here, I
Yeah.
noticed in your writing, you suggest pulling back the mulch away from the bud union.
You should
We should be
pull them
doing
back,
that, right,
yeah.
about how far should we pull it back? Should we just remove the
Just
mulch
so that
entirely,
the bud
or?
union is, no, just so that the bud union doesn't have mulch right up.
Just
Okay,
an inch or two is fine, you know,
Okay.
just so that it's not up against the trunk like that. You
You
want to put
don't,
it.
if you don't get to it,
Mm-hmm.
don't worry about it.
So is a better time to water the roses in the morning, early in the morning?
You can water them anytime.
Okay.
Just don't get the water on the foliage during the hot part of the day,
I know
and
that.
make sure that it's dry before they go to bed.
Right, okay.
Don't send them to bed wet,
Okay.
because they're going to mildew.
Yes.
Believe it or not, roses grown in the fields are grown in the hottest part of the country you could find.
So
And
they're
they love
excellent for here.
Yeah.
They're excellent for Bakersfield.
They love it. So we're going to cut this so that all the buds are going to be going in this direction. So I've got a bud right here that's coming this direction. Got one coming here. So we're going to cut No, we don't want these little stubs out there because they're not gonna do anything. They're just
Okay.
an eyesore. We're gonna cut this one right here. And we're shaping this one more than anything else.
Mhm.
This is the cane we really want to keep because it's a new one. Notice how the bark is slick.
Okay.
This one is all wrinkly.
Mm-hmm.
Always take out the older canes and leave the new ones.
Okay.
On your hybrid, any rows,
Okay.
leave the new slicky canes. Take out the older ones. You're rejuvenating the bush.
Okay.
Right here, and I'm gonna cut, now I'm trying to cut this one so that it's coming this direction. We're gonna try to get this thing to, we'll go this way here, there's an eye right there coming this direction. And I'm gonna take this down to right here. And that is just to keep this from growing. We don't wanna stress these canes out any more than we have to, because you wanna try to get this into a ball.
Mhm. Mhm.
When they bud tree roses, they don't just bud one bud into the plant like they do on the others. They bud them at least 2, and sometimes 3 times. This was the lowest one, then here, and then here.
Okay.
So they budded it 3 times, so each one of these is a bud unit.
Ah,
And that's why it looks
Okay.
like it does. 1, 2, 3. A lot of times, only one will take. That other one probably only had one of the buds to take. That's the reason it's lopsided. But they try to get it so that they got a good top that I can say we can do with this, other than taking out some of these twiggy growth. I'm gonna take this one out because it's going down. This one's going down, we're gonna take it off.
Okay.
We've got one here that's going across through it. One twiggy here. And this is one of the better varieties for a tree rose. Same as your burgundy iceberg and your brilliant pink iceberg. So that, and this, I'm just shaping. I'm not, this is the main thing is you're pruning, you're shaping your roses. You're getting rid of the dead, the diseased, and you're shaping the roses. All these have bud eyes that are going kind of inward, not outward, because we want to keep it compact. We want to keep it compact and make a ball.